Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yes!
But they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
What's up, Naki?
Hey, man, I feel like it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Miss a week feels like a long time missing.
Forever. I know. And there you go.
There
Happy
you go.
AANHPI month.
Happy right back at you.
Heavy on the PI. Heavy on the PI.
Gotta say heavy on the PI because if we don't, nobody else is gonna.
Nobody else will. Nobody else.
I did see that Trump, he declared it this month, AANHPI month. So
Did he really?
I think we needed somebody to actually declare it. So as if we didn't know it was all coming. But
I thought he was not into that.
oh yeah, he was propping up our very own Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
Samoan-born director of national security intelligence, or whatever that cabinet position is. But we season 9, episode 15. We're plinking along, heading into the hot weather. Hot weather's coming soon. Although we didn't see it this weekend, so we are going to talk about that. Some of the couple of the events that we saw this weekend, of our check-ins and our community announcements. But no guests today, so Naki and I are just chopping it up. What's up, Naki?
Oh my God, my allergies are killing me. And I figured it out. I had skipped not skipped, but I ran out of allergy meds for like 2 to 3 days. Jacked me up. So
Got to get it in your system and keep it in your system.
I got back on my routine. I'm like on day 3 of continuous meds. And so I'm a lot better. So it's just my eyes that have been killing me, but way better. I was dying in Maine. I went to Maine.
Was it bad in Maine? Allergies?
My allergies were bad in Maine, and I had meds there, so I don't know why. But we went to Maine last week or the week before. My daughter graduated from University of Maine, Fort Kent. She got her bachelor's of science. And so woot woot, so excited, so happy. We're happy for her. And my whole family went, all my kids, which I was so happy to have them in one place for like 4 days, really, because 2 days of travel. And so we left on a Wednesday morning. Our flight was at 8 a.m. So then we had to be there at 6 a.m. in San Francisco. So then that means we had to get up at 4 to get up and ready to be out of the house by 5 to get to the airport by 6, because we had to go take our cars to long-term parking. And that was like 20 minutes. That's a 20-minute process. And so my mom flew to San Francisco from San Diego, and we flew to Maine. And it was just, we all sat like we were like 2 seats ahead of each other. My grandbabies did so good on the plane. Leo and Tupu were good babies, and I didn't even hear them. They didn't even cry. They were watching movies and munching. And in the planes don't feed you meals anymore. Like, remember back in the day, if you go on a trip for, I'd say 2 hours, they would feed you like a whole ass lunch.
If you're old like us, you remember getting food, actual food, not crackers or peanuts or pretzels.
Like chicken and vegetables and something. So
like a TV dinner.
Right. Like 2 hours, you would get a whole ass meal. Well, now you have to either, one, buy the meal before you get on the plane, or you bring your own food, which we brought our own food. We had hella snacks in our bag, so we were prepared. We were prepared.
Got to be prepared with little ones.
Yeah, and we mostly slept. I think I slept most of the way to. So it's San Francisco to Boston, and then we had a 3-hour layover, and then it's Boston to Presque Isle, Maine.
Is there
So
anybody in your family that can't sleep, or is everybody able to sleep on the plane?
everybody slept on the plane.
I feel
My mom was walking up and down the plane,
you showed me a
exercising,
video.
walking, and so
She got her steps in while you're
yeah,
traveling. She got like
it's
10,000 steps in an airport
11,000
on
steps.
an airplane.
Yeah, in an airplane. It was really good. We were so proud. We were proud parents. It's a small ass town. So to say our family stuck out like a sore thumb was an understatement. It's just like we were the only Samoans in this town.
I
And
knew it
we
was small when Naki was explaining to me about, she said, "Oh yeah, Lay got a job at the grocery store." And I'm like, "Oh, it must be really small." She said, "Why? Why do you say that?" I go, "Because you said the grocery store, not a grocery store.
yeah,
That's like the only
the
grocery store in town.
the
It's
grocery
that small."
it really is that small. And she walks to everything. So it was really nice. We got to meet the professor that she'll be doing an internship with. So she's still out in Maine. She'll be back at the end of August. But we had a really good time. We got plenty of rest because there's nothing to do there. And we spent so much time there because we wanted to spend time with her because we knew she wasn't coming back. And then we had a lot of quality time with I got to spend time with my mom and spend time with my older kids because they're usually, everybody has their own lives. So it was a really, really good visit. I really enjoyed myself. I got quality time with my grandbabies. And so, yeah, I'm so proud of my daughter. And yeah, she did it for herself. She did it for herself. So,
She's a
that
national champ too.
yeah, she went there to play volleyball and got a national championship. So I posted tons of pictures on Facebook because Facebook always saves everything. And then a year later, they remind you what their last year this time. So if I post, I'm posting pictures of an event or something that's happening in my life so that Facebook will repost it a year from now. So that's the only
It's always
reason.
nice to click on memories and look at, like, I
Yeah.
saw in last month, I saw
Yeah.
all of our pictures from Samoa come up, and I was like, "Oh, that's right. That was."
Yeah.
It always, for a long time, it felt like, wow, it doesn't feel like it's that long ago. Now it's 6 years ago, and it feels
6
like
years.
it is time to go back. You're
I
going
know.
back.
I'm ready to go back. Yeah, I say it I say it into the universe that we're going in December, but really I'm still trying to figure it out. If I keep saying, "Oh, we're going to Samoa in December," then we'll really go. But you know, TBD for Mo's family reunion. How about you? Well, what you got? What you checking?
So I was not able to be in Maine, but I was in the Molly house actually with Sunga
Yes.
when Lay was making the walk to get that paper. And it was funny because Nicole and I were both on the phone with each other. Uh, like, hey, you're on, right? Is this the angle that you're seeing? Like, we were trying to coordinate. And it was funny because we thought that uh, the family may be sitting right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And so we are like, is that the family? And then when Lay walked out and she looked and she didn't look towards the camera, we were like, oh yeah, no, that's not the family. She looked to where the noise was, where all the screaming and the chee-hoos and all of that. That's where she looked, and it wasn't towards the camera. But it was
Yeah.
funny because Nick and I were like, she's looking exactly where the family is because
Yeah.
she's smiling. And the video that, I don't know who took it with a camera of her, or with the phone of her
Mhm.
walking up. She was kind of emotional when she was, you guys were screaming and yelling.
Mhm.
Man, that is a young lady. That's a
Yeah.
woman that's
Yeah.
walking. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Very, very well composed. I would just say that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, all grown up.
All grown up. You travel during work? I mean,
Oh, well, I went to Virginia
uh-huh.
for work, and then on the way back, I've heard from people. Well, told them when my flight was. It was out at 7, and a lot
Mhm.
of people are like, "Ooh, that's bad." And I was like, "Why?" And they said because it's not a real big airport, and a lot of flights after 5 getting out of Norfolk get get delayed or whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
I sent my bags on the way, and yeah, I ended up staying an extra night in Virginia.
In a
Um,
hotel or at the airport?
I went to a hotel. No,
Oh,
uh, no, in a hotel. Um, and yeah, and I thought about it. I've been traveling for probably close to 30 years, of being in a job that fly. It's only the third time that I've
mm,
ever got stuck overnight. So I realized at that point that I'm pretty blessed when it comes to traveling. I'm lucky that it doesn't
mm.
happen a lot. So that was a little bit of an adventure. Caught the flight the next day. Um, Pretty uneventful after that, but it was cool being in the Molly house with Sunga, your husky, for almost a week
Yeah,
for I think 4 or 5 days. Um, that was cool. Just being around a dog, being able to take a dog for a walk. And I always continue to tell you all, you guys got lucky with that dog.
we
That
did.
is the
We really did.
perfect dog.
She is. She's the perfect dog. So, it's AA and HPI month, heavy on the PI, and we celebrate every day.
It's
Like
AA and HPI
not
month
not
every
just
month.
May, right?
Yeah,
We celebrate every day because it's like it's who we are.
every week
PI every
we're
day.
doing it. Yeah.
We're PI every day. So there's all kinds of events happening. And this weekend, we went to Pacific Islands together, their 11th annual Shine Family Day at Gellert Park. And it was so nice to see Raina and her team running around, of course, they're crazy busy. The vendors getting their stuff up and the food going up. But we got there early and just to see or get there early and talk to the organizers, which we did. And Raina looks fabulous. Like
Fabulous is a good word.
that, she
It
looks
looks amazing.
fabulous. Yeah, she not that she hasn't. She's always looked really good. But like I seen her at a funeral maybe a couple months ago, and I was like, okay, who is this girl?
Got
Um,
a little extra glow
yeah,
about her.
she's got extra glow. So their whole day was successful. Of course, there was tons of booths there. Pie Fest was there. All my Usos for Helen's Treasures. Big Body Cisco was there. Exotic Juice. I was like looking at all the vendors. I was like, dang, I think we've interviewed almost everyone, all the vendors. Pacific Savages were there. They were just set up just to hang out. Jumpers and a lot of entertainment.
Baseball field.
Yeah, the softball games were going on when we got there. So I mean, parking was crazy. Parking was crazy.
The luckiest day I've had in a lot of days in that little, if you know Geller Park, you know how
Yeah.
small, how many parking spots there are and how many there aren't.
Hmm.
I was able to squeeze my car into a spot that I think most people thought was not squeezable.
Right.
Um, so yeah, last year I was parked way up the hill. I was
Oh
like
my gosh.
parked a trek away, but this time got lucky, found a spot. We got to hang out with Cree, right? We
Yes.
were with
Mhm.
Cree specifically and ended up going to another event with her. But yeah, that Pitt Family Shine Day to me has always been kind of the kickoff to the the summer,
Yeah.
of the events. Like that means
Yes.
that after Pitt means all your weekends got a ton of
Oh,
different events to go to.
packed.
Yeah,
Packed. And then we got in the car and went to Pacific Island, Pacific Islander,
it's
Pacific
kind of a
Island
cultural district.
Cultural District inaugural celebration. So their District 10, some of District 10 is the PI Cultural District, PICD, and they had their sign reveal. And they have been up for a little bit, but this is their actual making it official. So it's put on by Salt, and they did a great job. They had a parade that came down
from like McClellan Park. It came
Yes.
down the
And
hill. Yeah.
Neo did the sign reveal. Dr. Patsy Tito spoke. They had a lot of good guests. They had a band. They had
the
tons of
Tongan Methodist marching band. It was
Tongan
cool
They were
to
so
see.
awesome.
Felt like kind of a college football game atmosphere with the marching band playing. Really cool.
Yes. Lisa, who was leading the organizing for it, did a great job. We spoke to her. Go see the interview on our page. Tons of vendors. Like I went directly to Butter and Spice because they have their Half Moon pineapple pie bars that are so freaking good. So freaking good.
So the evolution of Naki and Butter Spice is we used to go to events and we'd go by their booth and Naki would say, "Oh, okay, let's go talk to some people and we'll come back." And this went on for like 6 months, the first when we found them. And every time we came back, they're sold out. So Naki has learned her lesson now. First place she went, and she's not lying, we walked through the gates, said hi to a few people, went straight to Butter and Spice. I think you were their first customer, actually. They were still setting up.
I was like, "Are you guys selling?" Because they were sitting waiting for their tent. And I was like, "Are you selling food?" And they're like, "Well, we're waiting for our tent, but we can sell you food." I was like, yeah. I need stuff. So I got food from them. And then who else did I? I got the pineapple bars, like I said. And then I went to Uso to Ofe. I got a Muli Pipi bowl, and then Proskis, which they make homemade, which were so good. I brought them home, and then we warmed them up. But then, so they had a lot of great vendors. They had entertainers there. K Nova, Chris New, Tanel performed.
Hi Guy Lai,
of course. And then Tea Elani, who we had on the show a couple of weeks ago, she performed. I mean, there was a lot of great performers. Go watch the video that PICD has been posting on their page. It was a great event. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Pacific Islands Together for a great event. So
yeah, great initial event. I mean, they kicked it off. They did it well. Did it right.
They did a great job. Yeah. So, and then after that, of course, we had to, on our way home, we
just spent a whole event gathering food. Like I was carrying Naki's food back. She couldn't carry it all herself. I was carrying some. She was carrying some. And where did we go?
We went to A+ Burgers in Oakland because those are the best burgers in the Bay Area. And
if you think you know a better burger place, let us know. We'll go try it out, and we'll let you know what maybe we're wrong. Be happy to find another place that's good.
We ain't wrong. A+ Burger in Oakland on Telegraph.
Yep.
Is it Telegraph? On Telegraph. And they have the best burgers. And so when we can, we stop there often.
We probably stop there too often, but when we do, we're never disappointed. And it's gone through at least 2 different owners since we started going there, and the food has stayed just the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
looks different. The setup's different.
The quality of the food is
stayed the same.
The same. So A+ Burger in Oakland, California, best burger.
And Mo is an aficionado of fish burgers.
Yeah.
And he claims that that's the best fish burger as well.
Yes. Because now when we go places, he orders fish or a fish burger and he compares it to A+ Burger, and he has yet to find any better than A+.
He went to Maine where they're supposed to have amazing seafood and didn't weigh up.
He just did not like their burger. He didn't like their fish burger. So there you go. So it was a great weekend. I enjoyed the events. I look forward to Shine Day, of course, every year. It's the same every month of May, Shine Day. So I was looking forward to that. I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we got to see Raina, Becca, and the whole crew. They do a great job. They're so organized. So congratulations to both organizations for great events. Yeah.
Makes our job easy. Have
Yes.
events like that to go to.
Yes. And then Thursday, my other daughter is graduating from City College of San Francisco. So I have the day off. I'm going to go there and then to celebrate her. And then Friday, we have Pacifica Mental Health.
Islander Clinicians Group.
There you go. Pacifica Mental Health Conference. There you go. So I'm looking forward to that. That is all day Friday. I have Friday off. We'll be in Sacramento from
Beginning to end.
8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I'll be stuck in traffic, but it is what it is. PBD is supplying breakfast. So if you're going to be there, breakfast will be on us. How about that?
How about that?
Yes. Thanks to our board member. Breakfast will be on PBD. I'm so excited about that. We get to meet and talk to all kinds of clinicians. And there'll be at least 200, right? 250 to 300 Pacific Islander clinicians there from all over the United States. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. We have to bring our mics, and I'm going to give you a mic and me a mic. We're going to walk around and talk to everybody. It's going to be a great day. Put on by, the PI clinicians. And it's their first event. So I'm looking forward to more events. We're going to knock this one out in the ballpark on Friday. It's going to be lots of fun. I'm still
first ever.
If I should wear a pulcasi or if I just dress business casual. I'm still about that.
Decisions.
I don't want to be, I don't know. I still want to be fobby.
You don't want to be too much?
Yeah. Am I doing too much or am I doing too less? So I may dress business casual and bring a pulcasi because it's going to be hot. Maybe not.
Yeah, probably not going to be hot in the event. Yeah. So but summer's coming.
Summer is oh my God. And our AC is out. It's the panel. Our panel, whatever that means, is not connecting or whatever. So we had to order a piece. And because it's kind of old, the guy is coming back tomorrow because he thought of something after he left that he thinks he could come back and go behind the panel or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm not even going into the office. I'm waiting for him to come to fix my AC.
Yeah, that went out the first night that I was there. I couldn't get it to turn on. So I called Naki and I said, hey, what buttons do I need to press? She's like, you press the one on the far right on the bottom and the icicle thing should come up and this and that. And I was like, okay. And I was doing it and it wasn't working. And I didn't want Naki to worry about that. She's in Maine going to see her baby walk. So I was like, no, I'm good. And so the first night it was like crazy hot up there.
It's hot. It gets hot upstairs.
And then the next night I had the windows open and it was perfect. Perfect the second night. But man, that first night I was like, I got to change something. Something's going to have to change or I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
And Sunga, she was funny. She would not, because it's hot in there. So the first night she jumped up on the bed, kind of almost said goodnight and then left, like went back downstairs because it was cooler downstairs.
It's cooler downstairs.
The next night I had the windows open. It was nice and cool. She was fine to be upstairs, but she was like, yeah, that hot stuff, you can be with that.
Yeah, with that. Exactly. Okay. Are we going to hit our community?
Let's do that. That is it. All right. So we'll start with Batasi and APRI present Box Fit Fun with Will Shaw at the lab in India Basin Shoreline Park. It's a free 13-week program, happens Sundays, May 11th to August 3rd. 11 through 15-year-olds are 1 to 2:30, and 16-year-olds and older are 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Click the link on the flyer to register.
Awesome. And we've been talking about this forever. The Pacifica Mental Health Conference is happening this week, this Thursday. It's a free event. It's too late to register, so don't even think about it. But we're just talking about it
This
because
Friday.
it's going to be, oh yeah, Friday. It's going to be, I mean, a huge event in Northern California where there's going to be over 200 Pacific Islander clinicians gathering to do. We're going to have workshops. There's going to be, speakers, lots of rubbing shoulders with big wigs. And that's happening this Friday. It's too late to register. We've been talking about it for months. If you didn't register, we will be there. There will be tons and tons of things to do there. Tons of people to connect with, network, just fellowship. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and there's going to be the opportunity if you ever considered to become a PI clinician, right? You want to know what that academic journey might look like, or what that whole thing looks like, that journey. There are going to be people there that have gone through that. So if you have questions about that, or you have your kids or any of those, it's going to be a great event. We're not saying like sign up now because it's full,
Yeah.
but just it's hard to express what a big event this is, because the next time it's not going to be in Northern California. It's going to be in like Utah or
Yeah.
Hawaii. They're talking about going out to the Pacific with it, and we're just lucky enough to have it here in Northern California for the initial one.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
The third annual Paul Noah Memorial Walk for Wellness is happening Saturday, May 24th. Registration begins at 8:15. The walk begins at 9. Everyone's welcome to join. Scan the QR code on the flyer to make a donation.
That's always a good event. Kava and Keke rent party is happening Friday, May 30th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Le Maota in Burlingame. Experience Kava culture in the community. It's $35 per person. All you can drink traditional kava during happy hour, 6 to 8 p.m. And then you can buy kava by the bowl from 8 to 8 on. This is an event put on by Samoan Solutions. They are raising funds to keep their doors open. So they are 38%, almost 60% at their goal. So they're just trying to keep the doors open. It's such a great space, the work that they do there. Lots of community events have happened at Le Maota, art shows, J2E, workshops, tons and tons, dances and Nesian Night Market, like tons of great things happen there. If you can donate, that would be awesome to help them keep their doors open. Scan the QR code. Again, this is happening Friday, May 30th at Le Maota.
All right. So, all my Usos, this is, by now, it is the third Saturday every August of every year. And this is the 11th year that they're going to have their family day. 10th. Oh, I'm sorry, 10th. I was thinking of Pitt's 11th day. 11th. This All My Usos 10th annual, 10 in a row. And if you know how hard it is to keep things going as a nonprofit, especially in the PI community, you know what a decade means. And if you've been there, you know all of the free things that they put on for the community, the cultural, the dance, the resources. They have a whole resources, like it's almost like a separate fair. They have the community side, and then they have the public agency and the resources side. It's huge. Everything that you need. We don't need to go into
free.
everything.
Everything is free.
Everything is free.
August 16th. Yeah.
August 16th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Gilman Park. So do not miss out there. And there was 1,300 people there last year
that registered and showed up. Like 1,200 people showed up.
Yeah. So it's big. It's come be a part of it. I guess I would say that you got to be there to experience and feel the energy.
And then our 2025 for 25 campaign is still going. You still have time. We'll be doing this all year. Scan the QR code to donate to PBD. We've had tons of people donate. We're so grateful for everyone that has donated. So if you have it in your heart, and then maybe at the end of this month, we'll draw names out of all this, draw names, and someone will win a PIF sweatshirt, Pacifica and Focus hoodie. How about that? Or t-shirt hoodie.
Get some gear.
Get some gear. So there you have it. That's our community announcements. How about that? Next week, I know. Next week, are we here?
Next week
we are back next week with the guest. I don't have the calendar, but I will look at it. I think it's Speak, the interns at Salmon Community Development Center have started their own podcast. And so it's a great event for the young adults that are doing the podcast there. So they're going to be coming on soon, if not next week, the week after, to talk about how hard it is. Like, people think you just get on and start talking, which we kind of do, but there's so much more behind the scenes, and we'll get to talk to them and get their point of view of what they think.
So we have the that Speak group. I'm just thinking of upcoming guests. We have Matt and Lola coming on in a couple weeks to talk about the humongous win that they had with their event last month. Any other interviews that you're chasing at this moment, or that you're kind of looking at?
No.
Okay. So
I mean, I don't want to say, because I don't want to jinx it, because I go, oh, so and so is coming, and then they don't.
So. Yeah. That's how Naki works. She's superstitious about it, and it's worked, because we're in our 9th season.
Yes.
Almost halfway through our 9th season. So
I know, it's crazy.
Season 10 coming up. When I grow up, I want to be, like the organizations that have been around for 10, 12, 15, 20 years.
Well, like Amu, this is their 10th year. And so congratulations to them. Congratulations to Cree, who received an award today. Christine Moias, the executive director for All My Usos, received their certificate of honor from the San Francisco Board of Supervisors for her work in the Pacific Islander community in San Francisco. She's taken All My Usos to like I think you said this past week, from a barbecue to programming to all kinds of mental health work and physical activities, and just
changing lives.
She's changing lives, like literally changing lives. So congratulations to Miss Moia for her certificate of honor that she received from Shimon from District 10. Yay. There you go.
JT's proud, I'm sure.
Yes. Oh, yes, he is. He's just crazy proud. So that is us for this week. We're here every Thursday. Come back to Faika with us.
Love you.